Okay, let's do the quadratic inverse. On the screen you have the h of x, which is 3x squared. Now if we were to figure out what the inverse function is, we would start by writing this equation in standard form, 3x squared. Then we swap our x's and y's. So x equals 3y squared. And we're going to get rid of this 3. So we're going to say x divided by 3 is equal to y squared. And then we want to get rid of this root. So we square root both sides. Y is equal to plus minus the square root of x over 3. So the h minus 1 of x is equal to plus minus square root x over 3, or you can write it as 1 over 3x. Okay, now for this statement to be true, you know that the square root of a negative number is non-real, right? If you place this into your calculator, then it has to give you a error message. So because this is true, you have to make a statement over here that says that x must be greater than or equal to 0. If it's not greater than equal to 0, it does not exist. It's imaginary. So we'll place that there. Okay, beautiful. Now we've got our two formula. Let's go ahead and plot them. Now, how do we go about plotting them? I would like you to create a little XY table. And on your XY table, I want you to just use 0, 1, and -1. These will be the values that we use for the h of x. So now we can start in the middle with 0 and say, when x is 0, then x squared is 1, and 3 times 1 is 3. Beautiful. Am I right? Zero squared is 0. No, I'm doing exponential. Okay. When x is 0, then 0 squared is 0, and 0 times 3 is 0. So that's 0, 0. My bad. Okay. When x is 1, 1 squared is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And when x is -1, -1 squared is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So there we go. We've got our 3 points we're going to plot for the black graph, the h of x. Now for the inverse function, what you're going to do is the same thing. You're going to put xy table, and everything over here you're going to put in that column. So 1, 0, -1. And everything over here you're going to put in this column. So that becomes 3, 0, 3. So let's go ahead and plot the two. Okay, so inverse function, you just take the regular function and swap everything. Swap x and y, swap x and y in the formula. Swap x and y for your plotting. Okay, so let's do the black one. We're doing 1, 3, 0, 0, -1, 3. So I'm going to go in black. 1, 3, 0, 0, -1, 3. This is a quadratic, and it looks like this. Oopsie. Okay, now let's do the inverse function. The inverse function is going to go through 0, 0, but it's going to have 3, 1, and 3, -1. So 3, 1, and -1. So this one looks like this. Beautiful. Now, do you have an axis of symmetry? Yes, you do. Okay, I resketched that, but I want to show you this little overlap period over there. And then let's go ahead and do the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is going to be here, where x equals y. So that goes through here in both directions. Okay, beautiful. let's name our graphs. This over here, this looks terrible.